Here's the Midnight Raven, and today we are going to do a swatching with a difference. If you've been watching my videos recently, you will see that I've done lipstick try-ons, I've done eyeshadow swatching, and today I thought I would bring you something different, try and liven up the channel a little. So today we are doing some swatchings, yes, but we are doing swatchings with a difference. We are going to do eyebrow powder swatchings. Now, I don't know if people do these on YouTube, but they certainly do lipstick try-ons and eyeshadow try-ons and everything. So I thought, because I don't wear eyebrow powder and I did get these to do a video on, I thought I might as well try them. My eyebrows never get any love and attention. As you can see, they are pretty horrific and just horrible. So I bought these with the intention of maybe finding a colour that would suit. So I bought 3 of them in all. These came from Joom and they were £1 each. There's 3 different lots, so I'll get the 3 boxes out. So these are Max Donas eyebrow powder. I'm assuming you probably get them from somewhere else other than Wish. Each one contains 3 eyebrow colours, and they all kind of contrast each other. So it's Max Donas. You can probably get these from somewhere else. If I can find them somewhere else than other than June, I will write down below where you can get them from, just in case you're wondering. Inside you do get a little brush with it as well, which is nice to see. It is a nice brush as well, clear. It's quite a soft brush. I don't know whether you have a hard brush to do your eyebrows or not, or a soft brush. But we're going to swatch them with eyeshadow brushes. So the first palette here, we have this dark kind of charcoal looking colour. Then we have a lighter kind of grey, and then we have a base cream kind of tan looking colour. Each comes with a mirror, so it's definitely an on-the-go palette. So that's the first one. Then the second palette we're going to try, if I take the little brush out so I don't lose it, is a bit different. We've got a light brown, kind of darky kind of cocoa. Then we have like a latte kind of colour, and then we have this kind of, it looks kind of grey, it's like a browny grey. So them again contrast each other in a way. You could use all 3, I guess. And then this one is the more brown hues. So we have the cocoa, we have the latte kind of colour, kind of tan, and then we have this kind of lighter tan kind of cream colour. So we're going to swatch all 3. So if you're ready, then I'll begin. So the first one we're going to start off with is we'll always start off, if we can, with the lighter palettes and work our way up. So if we work it out, then we will start with this one. Then we will go to this one, and then we will finish off with the blacker, darker palette at the end. So we will go up in shades, so then when it's on my arm, you'll be able to see the contrast as it goes up. So at the minute, I am filming on my lap. My house is a bit of a tip at the minute, with it being the kids being off school, with the last week of snow. It's all melting today, so goodbye, farewell. Had enough. Been stuck on a week, all my buses were cancelled, and I have the hospital tomorrow, so fingers crossed. So, as we've always tried the lighter to the darker colour, so that's the same thing we're going to do now. So the first colour we're going to try is this light colour. It's a kind of, it looks like an orangey tan colour. So depending on how dark your eyebrows actually are, will depend. I don't know if your eye colour, your hair colour has a difference to what your eyebrows look like. I guess if you're a darker hair colour, then your eyebrows may necessarily be dark. I don't know if that's a thing. So the light colour is like this. So it is a really light colour. So I'm guessing this is more for like someone that's got like blonde hair, I would say. The really light colour. The next colour we're going to try is this kind of light brown. So these are obviously going to be more for the kind of darker brunettes out there. Maybe your blondes. I mean, I'm a natural blonde and my eyebrows are quite dark. So here we have the brown. Actually shows up quite nicely. It's not too in your face as well. It's more of a light colour. You'll have to excuse the light outside with the fact that it keeps raining and snowing and being fine. Nothing's really working. So here is the darker colour. So this looks more like a kind of cocoa brown. So we will show these each in the palette together on my arm with a gap so that you can see how each individual palette differs to each other. So there is the brown. So that is more for someone with like black hair or very dark hair. I don't know how you go about finding colours that suit your eyebrows. I mean, yeah, so that was the first palette. As you can see, it has took a little bit off, but that's the first one. So we will put that to one side. So the second palette, we're going up a little bit in the darkness. We have this kind of orangey hue, we have a grey, and then we have a darker kind of grey colour. So we will try again with the light colour and work our way up. So again, we have a nice base colour to start with as well. So again, it's just a nice light colour just to start your eyes off, depending on how dark your eyebrows are. So it's just a nice light one. Again, it's probably more for a blonde, obviously with the colours. Next, we are going to try this darker colour, which seems to be like a taupe brown colour. I would say it's a taupe. So the colour itself isn't too bad. It does have a bit of a black hue to it, as you can see. It's got like a black hue to it. So it's more for the darker eyebrows, I would say, than anything. The next colour is this really dark one, which again looks like a kind of, looks more grey than anything. It's like a very dark colour. So this is like what we call proper dark eyebrows. So as you can see, the two there, they're not too far off from each other. This one is obviously darker. So you've got the two different palettes there. You've got the light to dark and the light to dark. Again, not a bad palette. It has had a bit of a wear and tear, and it does flake quite easily. So that's palette number 2. And then I will show you palette number 3. So each of these are actually numbered. It is actually 1, 2, and 3 if you want to buy them off Joom and you're looking for a particular one. I will also write this all down below. So the next 3 colours we have here, again, we're going to start with this light colour and work our way up. So the light colour we're going to try is this one here. We always go left to right, or try and start with the lightest colour that we can get, so that we get a good contrast between the colours. Oh, that came off really well. So these eyeshadows, powders, are really kind of like a little bit creamy. They come off really well. So here is the dark. Here is the lightest of the dark. Obviously, this is the darkest eyeshadow palette they had. And then we have this kind of brown in the middle. So we'll try this one. I think this might be lighter than the last one, but only just. Is breaking up considerably. The ones in the middle seem to break up more. I don't know if that's the thing. Yeah, this is definitely a bit darker. It is breaking up really badly, this one. It might have had a bit of a bad transit. I mean, it did come all the way from Japan and China to get here to be on my arm. So here's the darker brown. As you can see, it is darker. This one's got more like a reddy brown, and this one is a proper dark brown. And then we just have one more colour to try, which looks like a gunmetal grey. So I'm guessing this is for the more aged, maybe, the colour. It's a very, very dark colour, I must admit. Very dark, in fact. We'll just swatch it once more, just to get a good coverage. So this is nearly black. As you can see here, it's virtually black colour. Let me put that down a minute. So it's virtually black. So we'll just go through the colours once again. So number 1 palette, which I've just tried to open, looks like this. And that was the first 3 colours. So that was the palette there. So as you can see, we have a beige kind of colour. We have a dark latte. And then we have like a mocha colour. If you're wondering why my arm is painted on this side, it was because I tested the Amber Primark eyeshadow palette, which video should be up by now. The second colours were these mid 3. We had the really light colour, then we had the kind of, it was like a brown, and then we had the darker brown, which is the 3 right there. As you can see, they worked quite well as well. And then last of all, in this eyebrow powder, which I've never tried before or worn it myself, we have the darker colours. So we have this kind of brown, we have a darker brown, and then we've gone for the grey. So the 3 colours again. Here, if you can see those 3 together, they look kind of well and go together. So they were the 3 palettes. Each of the palette was named 1, 2, and 3, and I will write down below as well. So like I said, if you want these palettes, I got these off Joom, and they were only £1 each. Now, I've never done my eyebrows before, and I'm not sure how to go about finding a colour for eyebrows. Maybe going to someone like Debenhams or something, you could have like a makeup thing, and they could tell you. My eyebrows aren't horrendous, but they're not brilliant. So if you want to try these out, there were 3 different ones, and I got all 3 so we could test them. You can buy them off Joom, or I'm sure you can get them from somewhere else. They're called the Max Donas Eyebrow Powder 3 colours. Doesn't say anything else on them because they're obviously in Japanese or Chinese. So if you want to check out more eyebrow powder swatches, I will do my best to get some more. If you want to thumbs up this video, I'll quite happily get some more. If you want to like and subscribe to me, please do so. I will leave my playlist for my makeup testing at the end. If you want to check out Joom, you can as well, which is where I got them from. There is loads of makeup on there. If you want to like and subscribe, please do so. And I'll see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.